Hi everyone, today I am just gonna play around with the new mold. I have my Nick Pro, which is a 1-to-1. I have 4 ounces in here, and it's at, right now I just tested it, it's at 30 degrees. I'm gonna put some crushed glass in it, and I'm going to use the bloom paste from Julie Cuts, and I'm going to use Garnet by Artfinity alcohol inks, and just have a play. This is gonna just be a very thin first layer for a bloom, and then I'm gonna try and play around with something, and my goal is to try to have it look like petals with leaves sticking out behind it. We'll see what we get, and I will put some music on and let you take a look and enjoy watching. Thank you. Bye. Okay, let's see what we got. It's gonna be interesting just because I used the liquid diamond. It's a 2-to-1. For most things you want 3-to-2 or the 1-on-1 ratio resin for anything to work, any of the effects. And I accidentally bought a bunch of the liquid diamond, so I've got a whole bunch and I'm trying to just figure out what to do with it. So yeah, let's see what results we got. If anything, it's still, you know, a result as to should you use it, should you not use it. And I was just playing around with this mold anyways, just to see the shape that it would make. So there is some transparency, but let's see if it looks like a flower with leaves. Ooh, that is quite cool. Not quite the extent that I was hoping for. I think I probably should have just put the metallic down first and then the white, because it's all just white. But you can see some little speckles of the metallic trying to come through. But wow, look at that bloom. That bloom is just so pretty. Okay, thank you for stopping by and watching today. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.